Hey guys, Haz here at Shield Canine. I'm here with Gotham. Gotham is one of our police canine prospects. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be teaching Gotham the rules of playing with the ball. Gotham is a dog that has extreme ball drive. That means it's the kind of drive that he could actually hurt you by accident while he's trying to get the ball, because he's that crazy and that intense about playing with the ball, which is really what we want in our police canine prospects and also in our sport prospects. So we don't have that much control on Gotham right now. We've just started the foundation, his e-collar training, food training. So I really want to be able to use the ball with Gotham for more than just something for him to hunt and play with. I want to be able to actually use it in the training. But in order for me to do that, he has to be safe, and he's not right now. So there's a couple things that I want out of a dog when we're playing with the ball. Number one, I want him to be intense about the ball. Well, his natural genetics make him intense about the ball. Number two, I want him to bark for the ball. So he needs to learn to bark for the ball. Number three, I want him to bite the ball when I tell him to bite the ball. And I want him to fight for the ball when I tell him to fight for the ball. And then the last thing, he must let go of the ball and wait for my permission to bite it again. Okay?
Coming over you, now I'm coming your way. Gonna make you move, gonna make you move, I'll make you move, I'll make you move. Hands and faces in the sun, now your dagger is in my...
So these are the things that I want, and these are the things I'm going to work on with the session. So you see here, I've tied Gotham to a post, very strong post, because he's a very strong dog, and he's on a flat agitation collar that he can pull into safely. You can also do this with a harness, but I find the line on the harness gets tangled under the dog, so I prefer to use something like this. I have an e-collar on Gotham. Again, we've already started e-collar training. This isn't just the first exposure to the e-collar. Okay, I put all the foundation already with the e-collar. And I'm going to have a ball with a line attached to it. Okay? So, we're going to get started. And the first thing you're going to see me really work with is just getting the dog to bark for the ball. Bark! Good. So you can see there, he already barks at the ball, and it's the frustration of being held back, tied against the post. He's barking naturally for the ball, which is good. And every time he barks, I'm rewarding him by kicking the ball just a little bit. And you can see he kind of barks a little at me, and he barks a little bit at the ball, and that's because he's not 100% sure about the exercise. You can also see I have a line attached to him. And for that, what that can do is it allows me to maintain pressure on the ball so he doesn't get super chewy with it, he doesn't drop it, and it builds his possession of the ball. And that's his desire to keep the ball, to hold the ball. Good ball. The other thing I want from him, when he has the ball, I want him to bring it to me. So I'll step away, encourage him, have him. Good boy. And what you can see he does is he slams the ball into me. I've already done a few sessions so he knows to bring the ball to me. But you got to be careful because he'll slam the ball into you. He'll start chewing on the ball. Ball will come out of his mouth and he'll grab you by accident trying to get the ball. And it's, you know, he can really hurt you by accident doing that. Good boy. Good. Good. The other thing I want to do is I want to teach him a calm hold. So you'll see I put my hand under his chin. I'll pet his head. I want to remove conflict between me and him with the ball. I want him to be very comfortable with me touching him with the ball. Okay? It's never bad for my hands to be on him when he has the ball. With a dog like this, you can make a lot of conflict really fast if you don't know what you're doing. I'll fight with him, but in a context that he understands. Now, the other thing that I want from him is I want him to down when I tell him to down. Good. That. Good. Good. And you can see when he's down, he still gets to hold the ball, and I still make a little bit of pressure on the ball to encourage him to hold on to it. The reason that I want him to lie down with the ball in his mouth is because when I out a dog that has this level of intent, down. When I out a dog that has this level of intensity on the ball, down. Down. I want him always to lie down. If he doesn't lie down, then I'm outing him, and there's a potential after he drops the ball, down, that he's going to jump on me and make a mistake and bite me by accident trying to get the ball. All right? I'm not worried about the perfect down right now. Down. That time I gave him a little bit, down. Good. That time I gave him a little bit of an e-collar correction. I need him to lie down, and when he lies down and he does a good job, down. Okay, down. Good. The reward is, we fight again. So, for me, is my marker that we get to fight for the ball. When he hears chip, he gets to fight with me for the ball, right? So, again, down. Good. 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 Yeah. Right, so we fight again. Again. Down. Good. Yay. You'll see too, he wants to sometimes put his paws on the ball. Oh! Bark. See, that time I managed to pull the ball out of his mouth. The second I pull the ball out of his mouth, the game restarts. I want to build intensity for the ball. I don't want to have a dog that's comfortable dropping the ball. I want that possession. I want this dog to know that he must never drop the ball until he receives permission. Okay? Down. Good. Good. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good. Down. Buzz. House. Good. Pass. Good job. So you can see there, I told him house, he dropped the ball, okay? I gave him permission because he actually waited. A lot of the time in the beginning when you train this, the dog's gonna bite the ball, and then when you out them on the low stim with the e-collar, they'll drop it, they'll grab it, they'll drop it, they'll grab it. Every time they grab it, I just turn the electric on until the dog gives me like a second to pause. When the dog pauses, immediately the dog has permission. Yeah! Good boy! Good boy! Good. Good. Oh! Bark! Right thing, I use my marker. If you use a clicker, you can use a clicker. For me, I just use a voice marker, and the word is chip, right? Or the noise is chip. Down. Down. Good. Good. Chip. Yeah. And again, you can see I'm not really worrying if he does a perfect down. I just want him to understand he has to lie down, but not necessarily let go of the ball. If I make him lie down and let go of the ball, guess what? Every time he hits the ground, he's just going to automatically let go, which isn't something I necessarily need. Good. Now I want to see a dog who's willing to bring the ball to me. You can see he wants to jam it into me, which can be dangerous, like I said, until he has that control. Down. Down. So right here again, down. Good. Good. Yeah! Good job. Down. Good. Ouse. He must wait. And he already remembers from the last session. I taught him, ouse. He must wait. You see here? I keep the ball in his reach, so he has the option. If he doesn't have the option to bite the ball again, he will never learn, right? So a lot of people, they out the dog, and then they kind of try to hide the ball or rip it away from the dog. I always say, no, it's right there. You can get it if you want, but there's a consequence if you don't wait for me. Yeah, good job. Good boy. Good. Ouse. Good. Bark. Bark. Yeah. And you can see, because he's a prey dog, when the ball's really close, he walks into prey. It's hard for him to bark. It's hard for him to vocalize. eventually there's not going to be a back tie. I'm going to expect him to drop the ball and bark on the ball without mauling the ball, right? So he has to learn to bark with the ball very close to him. And it's very hard for a dog with extreme prey to do that. So if he stops barking here, what I'll do is I'll move the ball away from him, all right? Watch. Good. Yeah. And the other thing that you'll see is I don't like to fall into patterns. When I'm doing this, I want the dog to not necessarily think that just because I'm making you lie down, you're going to have to let go. Right? So I mix it up. Sometimes I make him come to me. I pat him. I praise him. Okay. Sometimes I fight. Sometimes I tell him to lie down. Watch. Yeah. And sometimes I tell him he must let go. Watch. Ouch. And here I'm going to tease him a little bit. I want him to be proved towards understanding that just because the ball's bouncing around doesn't mean you can bite it. A lot of handlers get bit when the lots. Good. A lot of handlers get bit when they accidentally, the ball bounces wrong, touches them, and the dog bites them, trying to get the ball. So we really want to prove him. Good job. All right. So we'll do one more rep and we'll wrap it up here because he's getting pretty darn tired. Watch. Ouch. Bark. Bark. So here you can see. There you can see he had a bit of a problem, kind of spooling up that time. He let go, he got distracted. So right away I made that ball move. I made it grab his attention. Ouch! Bark. Bark. So he's just about done. Later on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put his barking on the electric, so he'll know if he feels the electric, he must activate in that context. But that's another story for another day. I don't suggest that you start by doing that, especially if you don't know how to do it with the electric. So this is the beginning. This is how I teach the dog. This is how I teach the dog that behavior. When you see my dog like Onyx, there'll be a ball on the floor, and he'll be barking on the ball very intensely. I'll tell him to lie down, he'll lie down, he'll sit, he'll stand, he'll do all sorts of stuff with that ball without touching it until he has permission. But this is the start here, this is the foundation training.